People 10,000 years ago knew that you needed to use everything that you could. Everything had to go back into the soils to enrich the soils. And we've gotten away from that over the years as we grew into a society that was very wasteful. Now, as there are more and more people to feed, we need to start putting this resource back into our soils so that we can provide the food that our growing society needs.
If we take care of the places that we live, and we take care of the communities that we live in, and we nurture the soil that feeds us, we are doing the most that we can do to ensure a stable future for ourselves and for our kids and for the community at large.
Anything the community can to make their community, in a broader sense, the world better. And one way a community can do this is food separation.
Highfields Center for Composting has partnered with your community to introduce Close the Loop, a food scrap collection program for local communities. Residents in your area can drop off their food scraps at drop-off points around the state, where they will be processed by a local organics recycling facility.
And they're made into compost. The compost goes back into the soil of the community to once again raise food, which the scraps from that food will go back into the compost, thus creating a nice little food cycle. What materials are allowed and what are not is really pretty simple. Food only.
We will take meat, we'll take bones, we'll take fish, we'll take the shells of your shellfish, coffee grounds, take your bread, we'll take oils. Basically anything that you would eat or was a part of the food that you eat or a part of preparing that food.
And no paper products whatsoever, or no wood, no plastic. That way we won't have any contamination issues. These buckets are here all year round, and that's what we do is we go through, we pick plastic.
The single most important thing you can do is keep trash out. You'll get a countertop bucket that you can conveniently throw your carrot peels in, and then a larger bucket to consolidate that material over the week.
Peelings off of vegetables or lettuce or food that I'm going to toss out, it just goes into the big composting bucket. I mean, I don't want that big bucket in my kitchen. I don't want it under my sink, but it is really fine that I just have to walk out the door and put things in the bucket. The lid screws on, so it makes it convenient. And actually that to me is a point. My garbage doesn't stink. I think it makes more sense not to waste things, and everything does eventually go back into the soil, and it can't do that in the dumps.
We have limited resources, and everything that we can use, we need to put to good use.
Through that one simple action of scraping into a bucket and then dumping a bucket, you're contributing to this outcome that yields a lot for the entire community and closing the loop on our community food system. The nature of these programs is about bringing things full circle. What we're doing is we're taking a resource that we possess already. We shouldn't be thinking that we're dying of thirst when we're standing right next to a well.
Find the drop-off near you.